Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, and they're going to throw without him. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Allen's throw is complete, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The give to Taylor. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down. Taylor, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 16, Allen got a man. It's Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Mike. Hey, pick it up, T.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, foxtrot.
53. Here we go. Kill.
Get out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Rock it. You better bring.
Looking to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Bills take over first and
36 to Mike. Quit talking about it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
6-6, pull it high. 5.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Jet bomber. He's not going to get me. Hey, Haywood.
53, come on.
Lee Griffin.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 91 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? 60 or.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
53 to Mike.
They'll set up to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw once more on second and 10. Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Hey, we got
X3. 218. Chopper.
switch up, switch up. Check the hot read.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Blue draw Corkers.
Check, check. Lucky.
Hey, snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's the second and 7. Complete to Dorsett. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Dorsett's got it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second and 4. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Go, go. Go.
Guys, stay.
Be driven.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Patriots.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
53 to Mike.
Go.
Here we go, team. Here I come.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, man open. That's Robert Foster, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Taylor, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They were looking for Johnson that time. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
53 the mic.
Hey!
It's a party now. It's a party now. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 50.
Look, squeeze. Hey, lock it. Go.
Second down and inches. Flushed out right. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Rip left. 53. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
To the air, Allen. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Allen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the slant.
Allen. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. A final shot before half for Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Double dog, double dog.
Yep.
Mike, 53. 53.
Second and 11. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 65. 65. 65. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
52. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Allen going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
53. Mike, 53.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
You're out.
Mike 53.
Hard. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man. That's Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31.
Yeah.
Check 53 is Mike. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 53 looking to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Allen to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing now is Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Johnson was the intended receiver. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught at about the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Weapons.
53, Mike. Check. 53's the Mike. 53. Go.
Second and 14. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Rush in. Hey.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll set up a throw. And no, it's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 9. Alert. What's that?
Allen going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Middle.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Alert.
Sponge. No, go.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey, let go.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Go.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Leo. Hey, Sam off.
25, check 25.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Johnson, the intended target, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That's going to be a long day. Right. 54, right there. 54.
To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up two fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
53, Mike.
5.
53, check 53.
Go.
Check 53's Mike.
5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Pats, the win is a good one.